Hear me, Jonathan.
So today I want to talk about a film that seems totally unloved. Nobody has a good word for it. And yet I think it's a really nice film. It's 2009's Ligeia, or after several name changes, it seems to be known as The Tomb, or The Curse of the Tomb, or Edgar Allan Poe's Ligeia. So it's got a bit of a mixed push. I'm going to call it Ligeia. I think that's what it should always have been called. It tells you what the story is about. It's based on Edgar Allan Poe and his short story Ligeia. And although it's been slated, got really low reviews and scores on Rotten Tomatoes and other websites, I don't really understand why. It's a fairly faithful adaptation of the story, certainly more faithful than Roger Corman's version. For a short story that's been turned into a film, it doesn't deviate greatly from the short story. Obviously, it's set in a contemporary time rather than back in the 19th century. The locations are slightly changed. It's not England anymore. But beyond that, you've got a character in Ligeia that is pretty faithful to Poe's version. Now, okay, we have to deal with the bad bits first. And probably the worst part of this film is the lead male. He is such a self-absorbed narcissist that you can feel no sympathy for him whatsoever.
Excuse me, miss. Hey, I've been seeing a lot of you lately, huh? You following me?
His wife, Rowena, well, she seems nice enough, but at the same time, you're kind of thinking, why are you putting up with this guy? Why are you so in love with this guy? He's such a loser. He's such a horrible person.
Are you jealous?
No. Yes.
And then, of course, you've got the main character, Ligeia. Ligeia is played by a Russian actress and ballerina called Sofia Skia. Probably not how it's pronounced, but it's the best I can come up with. And she plays the role really well. She's very much the image of Ligeia as she's portrayed in Poe's story. And, good actress, good character. You find yourself rooting for her because you can understand why she's doing what she's doing. And you have to admire her. You have to admire the way she's done it. As I said, she's quite sympathetic to Edgar Allan Poe's version, and she comes across as the total pinnacle of this film. Edgar Allan Poe's Ligeia was very high intellect. She studied metaphysical studies and the Kabbalah, and she was beautiful with an indomitable will, or willpower that eventually saw her overcome death. In this film, Ligeia is again very highly intelligent, who uses magic and alchemy to find out how to steal souls, and again, she doesn't want to be defeated by death. She's got a wasting disease in both of these stories. So you've got a character who is, albeit up to date, very, very faithful to the original. The other downside to the story is that there are a few plot holes. I really think that the film could have benefited from another 15 minutes of film where you could have explained some of the jumps, some of the assumptions that some of the characters are able to make. Maybe this was an edited down version, maybe there is a longer version. If there is, I'd certainly like to see it because I really like this film and would like to see more of what was going on. But the strong points. Strong point mainly has to be the character of Ligeia. Because very quickly you lose any sympathy for the male lead, who for some obscure reason is called Jonathan Merrick. There's no name in Poe's original, but the creators of this film have called him Jonathan Merrick, which is so similar to John Merrick, or Joseph Merrick, but he's generally known as John Merrick, the Elephant Man. And yet there's no connection between the two characters. One was a sympathetic person who had a disease and bravely fought through it. The other is just a complete, as I say, narcissist with no redeeming qualities. The character of Ligeia is very powerful. She likes going to goth clubs, fetish clubs. She likes drinking absinthe. So she's a good Gothic femme fatale, and all she's trying to do is basically prolong her life. She knows she's wasting away. She's studied metaphysics. She's studied alchemy. She carries out rituals. She's trying to, she's trying to conquer death. Rowena is fairly sympathetic, but she's a bit forgettable. There are a couple of other characters. I suppose the most important one is a young girl who lives and helps out in Ligeia's home place, home castle. She's well played and plays an important role in the film, but the main characters are Ligeia, the husband, Jonathan, and Rowena. The other strong element about this is the visuals. It is filmed so beautifully. You just put the story aside, sit there and watch the film unfold. It's beautiful to watch. The scenery is fantastic. The lighting is fantastic. The colours are beautiful. It's like a music video within a film, and it lasts most of the film. Even fairly run-of-the-mill scenes are filmed well. They're filmed with Gothic architecture. Even the university scenes, they're well filmed. You've got some nice shapes, some nice images. Everything about this film is nice to watch. If you're looking for something to sit and enjoy your absinthe with, or your red wine, and just fold into the movie, let it unfold around you, appreciate it for what you're watching, I think this is a really enjoyable hour and a half. So, Ligeia. Abandoned, unloved, forgotten. It's only released in 2009. I think it's a film that's worth hunting down, looking for and enjoying. If you like Gothic visuals, if you like the melodrama, if you like the idea of an alchemist working her magic in the modern day, this ticks a lot of boxes. Until next time, take care.